Now, we spoke to students earlier, students specifically who were part of the Fees Must Fall movement and who have been working very hard to try and secure additional funding for students who have historical debt and for students who cannot afford quality higher education. And we're joined again by one of the students that was participating in that conversation earlier. Busisiwe Sabe, we spoke to you earlier. You had high expectations of the minister's speech. Overall, what is your take about the minister's speech?
Well, we appreciate the minister coming out to come and give the speech to begin with, but we're not really satisfied with the speech, not only from a higher education perspective, but also from a basic education perspective to things like health and so forth. We feel that the minister could have done more to address the crisis and the issues that are in those areas, and he didn't do so.
Let's talk about the numbers. 16.3 billion rand given in additional funding over the next 3 years. That amounts to about 5.5 billion rand additionally on top of the 10 billion that the Department of Higher Education gives to the universities. Are you satisfied with this number or are you unhappy? Okay.
It's not enough. Basically to say so, first of all, there's an ambiguity. We don't understand whether this 14.6 billion is in addition to the 16.3 billion that he just injected now that will be spent over 3 years, and to spend only 16.3 billion on higher education in 3 years is not enough money. He also speaks about an 8 billion rand that is going to be injected to help alleviate students who have historic debts. We still don't know if that is for NAFSA students or NSFAS students alone, or if it also addresses the missing middle. There's a lot that the minister hasn't spoken to with regards to higher education. He hasn't listened, or he hasn't even looked at Professor Swart's proposal with regards to how we can fund free quality decolonized education. And from our perspective, we think that he's very sloppy. We understand that he's had to adopt the position of minister abruptly after the president changed ministers for 3 days. But what he has given us in his budget speech is absolutely unacceptable. He has said absolutely nothing in that speech.
And what do you think he should have spoken to specifically around the issue of no fee increase, specifically around addressing the issue of historical debt?
While we do appreciate the fact that the government is willing to inject 2.5 billion into clearing the debt that we had in terms of the 0% increment, that was necessary. But what we wanted him to speak to directly was how we're going to fund, or how the state was going to fund free decolonized quality education. Because even the process of decolonizing our institutions is going to cost money, which is something he hasn't touched on. He hasn't looked into that, and he hasn't even looked at the proposals that not only the students but academics from all around the country and internationally have sent through. I mean, the money that he's giving us at the moment amounts to only about 30 billion rand, and over a span of 3 years, that is just not enough.
All right, so we've heard the Minister of Finance speaking about his budget.
Yes.
You guys are also dealing with fundraising issues. Talk to me a bit more about fundraising, the public and the private sector moving towards a greater collaboration to get more money in the kitty for students.
I mean, the private sector is constantly explaining and telling us that they already fund students and so forth through not only bursary schemes and scholarships, but also through their SETAs, right? Because they're SETAs in this country. Unfortunately, as students, we aren't able to access that money that is being given by these corporate industries. We understand that there are banks that would like to donate money, but donations are not enough. Government needs to sit down with the corporate sector, with the private sector, and every other sector that contributes to the economy of this country, and figure out how they can reallocate the budget, how to move money around in order for us to have free quality decolonized education.
Busisiwe, going forward, what is the status of your movement?
At this point in time, as Fees Must Fall, we've constantly been saying, we're going forward, we can't go back, it's full at the back, so Pambili we go. We will continue on to fight for free quality decolonized education, especially in the light of local elections coming up. We don't know whether there will be local elections, we don't know whether students will still uprise then, but at the moment we're taking this back, the speech back to our constituency, and we're going to hear from the people themselves how they'd like to move forward.
All right, thank you so much. That was Busisiwe Sabe, who is one of the student mobilizers that represents the Fees Must Fall campaign. And Francis, as you heard from some of the comments that she made, she is very unhappy with the minister's budget speech, especially around the allocation of that 16.3 billion rand over the next 3 years. And she says more could have been done, and the minister did not speak to the issues that really affect them at the core of it. They want no fees for quality higher education, and she's just explained to us that that going forward, they're going to take the minister's budget speech specifically around higher education, take it back to their constituency, which means the rest of the students who are part of the movement, and try and come up with alternative ways as to how they can address the minister or government going forward in terms of getting more support from them. Back to you, Francis, in the studio.
Thank you so much, Nozintombi Mia, live from the steps of Wits University, the Great Hall.